looking at?
Please note, this podcast contains discussion of murder, crime, and other topics some listeners may find distressing. It may also include adult language, so listener discretion is advised.
In the Federation, crime is considered illogical, rare, and beneath the ideals of advanced civilization. But in deep space, where warp fields twist reality and justice is filtered through prime directives and political treaties, murder still finds a way. These are the stories of the Space Crime Continuum.
If you're looking for a podcast where I bring up the flavor of pizza I'm most likely having for dinner tonight.
What's a pizza flavor? Like, what do you mean? Also, ham and pineapple forever. If you're looking for a podcast where one of the people just goes off on tangents instead of doing her job.
How about a podcast that's edited at the level of a fourth grader?
Still better than I could do. Or a podcast that gets most of the facts wrong, not due to malice, but just laziness. And I'm talking about me mostly.
Then this is the podcast for you.
For you.
I'm Sarah. That's Haley. And this is Space Crime Continuum. A show. It's a show that makes the listener ask themselves, is this really necessary? Oh my God, I have updates for you, my friend.
Tell me.
Okay. Number one, I just got the update. The order is in the mail. Those Law and Order Special Victims Unit bomber jackets are ordered. And they are coming to us. Oh,
look out, pink ladies.
Oh, look out, pink ladies. Indeed. Hold on one second.
I'm excited. Oh, thank you, Timu.
Oh, I got a black one and a white one, or ivory or peach or whatever it was called.
Yep, apricot.
Oh my God. I think I posted a picture. I think I posted the picture somewhere on Twitter or maybe on Blue Sky, but it's like, these are like just the cheesiest, like shiny bomber jackets. And it's got the cast and it's like an older version of the cast, like just a bomber jacket. With like,
several seasons ago. I didn't even check who was there. Like, oh, you know what?
I'm going to pull up a picture of it right now.
Barba. We need a little Barba on there.
It's got Dan Florek's character, Richard Belzner, Ice-T, Mariska, the blonde chick,
Amanda.
and then the guy, what's
Carisi?
No.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
I want to say like Paul. It's not right.
No, and is he Italian or is he Cuban? He's South American. He's very handsome.
So handsome.
Yeah, I just can't remember his name, and I can't remember what happened to his character. There's been so many that have come and gone through that series, and
he was around for quite a while. Actually, I was surprised. Yeah, he was like Benson's partner after Stabler cried and left after he killed that girl or whatever happened.
So much happened.
Get over it.
Get over it. Am I right or am I right?
So another we're going to be matching.
We are.
We're going to be matching. Yeah,
and we're going to go out and do like people's arrests of just like batches.
You know what? The tasers are in the mail. I also ordered from Temu.
Oh my God. Here we go. And spoiler alert for anybody listening who is watching the newest season of Special Victims Unit, episode 1 of the new season was topical. It was good. And we're talking like they did not hold back on dealing with ICE agents arresting their one witness for a crime, and it was really good. And Ice-T got beat up. He got jumped. No. But they started off the episode with Dan Florek's character, like the old captain, the bald guy. His character died, and so the opening scene is her going to a thing at the pub, and BD Wong he showed up and made an appearance, and Dean Winters, who was the guy from Oz too, and he's the mayhem in commercials for. I'm a stressed out 14-year-old girl who's driving like a, you know what I mean? Anyway, he played kind of a love interest, but not really a love interest. He showed up.
Yeah.
Maloney showed up. Like it was.
Oh wow.
So when Ice-T
Rip
was
Captain. Um,
oh my God.
I could
I had it on
I could
my
see
tongue
the
the other day.
gears. I could
Yeah.
see the gears working.
hurts.
Where do you watch this? Do you watch it on cable?
Yeah.
Oh, but I pay for everything but cable. Like everything.
It's probably on something.
It's
like
got to be on like Paramount or something.
totally. Or Crave or something.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try and
Do
find
a
it.
search.
I will. You know what? They're always super topical, and like I love the little like any like parallel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have a disclaimer that's like it's not about what it's about. You remembered. What is it?
Captain Cragen.
Captain Cragen. Oh, remember that tough time he had with the prostitute or whatever as well? Like that was such a bad scene. And I was like, can this guy like not get in trouble for this right now?
Yeah, he's sweet.
How did he die? How did he die? And is the actor still alive?
The actor is still alive as far as I know, because they credited him on the episode.
Okay.
And then I don't know if they said how he died. I'm assuming old age, like a natural, because he'd been retired kind of thing.
Yes.
One other update for you, and this comes with a text because I'm going to send you a photo. So I've been kind of keeping tabs on Facebook with the different Star Trek groups because everyone's talking about STLV, right? And it's the 60th anniversary this year, and I guess like gold captains are selling out, and all the different like higher tier tickets are selling out fast. And I guess the Rio is going nuts, like selling out rooms. And I was like looking on Expedia, and the Rio, because it's done all of those like updates and stuff, they're really charging between $300 and $400 Canadian a night for the Rio. And I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. It is not worth that, right? And then the place that's really close, that Gold Coast or whatever, doesn't have those blocks listed yet. And I know somebody was saying, I think it was Bill and Dan, they might be staying at the Palms this year, maybe just to do something different, or because of the prices are so crazy. But I went
Britney
on
Spears used
and right. And I pre-booked a room because I was like, I'm going to go. Right. And I can cancel it up until like August 3rd and get my money back. So not a big deal. But for half the price, I booked an executive suite at the Flamingo. And I just sent you a picture of what the room looks like. It's like a top floor room. And the Flamingo's bomb because if you get an Uber, it's just a straight shot across the highway right to the Rio.
I'm sorry. Is this a still shot from the movie The Hangover? This is like legit the top floor.
Yeah.
And like all windows on like 180 view of, is that, oh my God, dude, we could have meetings in here.
I know. The only problem is that it's only a king size bed. So either we're sharing, or if you don't go, then me and Brad will just use it, right? Kind of thing. But or we can get a cot, or look, there's couches. I mean, we'll figure it out. I'm not concerned. Either way, at the price, I was like, and because it's like August is so far away, like all those types of rooms are available, and usually those probably sell out fast. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm booking it.
Totally. Oh my God.
I'm so stoked.
I actually booked the steeple of the Eiffel Tower.
No.
Yeah, you do have to like, it's like a balancing thing where you can't quite lay down, but like, it's okay. It's unique.
Unique New York, unique Paris.
Unique Paris. I hope things get better. So
I don't want to talk about it.
I literally can't listen anymore. I logged in. I will say quickly, I logged in this morning I went to the CNN website just because I like the drama. It was all so bad. Trump and his own prescription company, Hegseth talking about how everyone's too fat in the military. It was funny, and now it's not funny.
I really am nervous for my friends that live in Portland, Oregon, because apparently they're at war. I mean, it just doesn't make, like, this isn't a political podcast and blah, blah, blah.
No.
But it's just like, fuck, like, sometimes you just got to take a break and just listen to the true crime because it's not so depressing. Oh my God.
Well, and sometimes it's true. This is our lives. Also, the thing with crimes, like usually they've been solved. And if they're not solved, then there's like a lot of people looking into it and there's people doing stuff about it. And this just feels like the world's burning around us. It's like, anyway, it's fine.
It's fine. We're fine right now. Right?
We are.
We're great.
We are recording. I have a new microphone. I don't know if it's going to make a ton of sound when I move it, but I want you to see it.
Ooh,
it's got a light.
Pretty.
It's got a light. It does not remove any noise from the background. It sometimes has an echo. Whatever.
But that's kind of what we're doing with this podcast. Didn't we kind of agree last time that this is
going to be
yeah.
Other thing that I bought, a karaoke mic. So this is like all of this stuff should have been around 20 years ago when I wanted it. But like it's a microphone that has a speaker in it. And then you can play the music and sing along in one. Wireless. I got a rose gold colored one because why not? I also, do you know what NFC tags are? You do, actually. So, like, do you ever pay with your phone? Like, tap it?
I don't. I watched you do that at the toy show, and I was like, whoa.
Yes, right? So, that's using some sort of, like, technology or some shit called NFC. And you've probably seen this around, like, security guards going around and tapping the side of buildings with their phones. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, you haven't. That's fine.
Well, as somebody who works from home and never leaves and is just starting to go out into the world now, I'll look for it.
You should. You'll see them everywhere. Confirmation bias. But what they are, they're small, like they're stickers, and you can write them. Like you can have a little sticker that you tap with your phone. And this came up. Oh, when I'm doing this is actually, are you seeing that?
I am seeing that.
What the fuck is going on? Okay. What about this?
You raised your hand. That's what it says on my side.
I want to lower it. Okay. Anyway, NFC tags, they're little circles. You can write information on them to do a task. So like I can tap my phone against one of these little tags and it'll turn all the lights on, or it'll start playing the news on the TV, or it'll text you a heart, or you can do anything. You can set reminders, you can automate all these things. I don't know how to use, I've downloaded and paid for all the things, but I haven't started actually
my God,
looking into it. But anyway, it's very exciting and I'll let you know how it goes. But like, or like you have people coming over and they're like, what's your Wi-Fi password? Just tap the tag. It'll give you all the information. The Lego that I bought John at the toy show, the catamaran, it didn't have instructions. So I found the instructions and wrote the PDF into this sticker. So when you tap it, the PDF comes up on your phone.
Whoa.
Welcome to the future.
This is over my head. I'm excited though.
Maybe I'll make some for you and you'll be like, what are these? I'll start sending you them in the mail once the mail strike is over.
Oh,
you're not going to get any letters from me for a while.
Damn it. All right. Well, not a bad update from both of us. I think the highlight is I can't wait for those jackets to arrive. I am so fucking stoked. I just like, where am I going to wear it, to be real? But everywhere?
Yeah, exactly. Wait a second. Is this my new fall jacket? Like
it might just be until it's like
not going to be breathable. Yeah, it won't breathe. You can't get it wet or any UV light on it. But
can't touch air. Can't be in the sun.
Just can't not be in the sun.
Get a big shadow box for it and put it on the wall. There we go. On that note, let's take a hot minute and hear something from our friends at Fansets.
Hello, listeners and friends. We'd like to take a hot minute to thank our friends at Fansets. As you may or may not know, they are an incredible team of Trek fans that make and sell really cool pins. If you go over to the website, fansets.com, I know you won't be disappointed in what you see. They have pins that span the whole Trek universe and are constantly releasing new pins all the time. So head on over to fansets.com, have a look around, and don't forget, if you want to save yourself a couple of bucks, use our special code at checkout, which is TrekGeeks, all caps, one word, and you'll get 10% off your order. And for those of you in the US of A, spend over $30 and you will get free shipping. Fansets. Our pins have character.
And we're back. Thanks, Fansets.
Thanks, Fansets.
You the best.
They really are.
We are doing an episode today that you've never seen because it's Deep Space Nine, and you've never watched a single episode of Deep Space Nine. Or have you seen like one or two?
Not even one.
Not even one. Huh.
And I thought, like, as a joke, I would watch this episode before but then I was like, why would I do that?
Why would I do that?
Why?
I
don't even know where to find it. You did?
I watched half of it, and then I was like, oh yeah, there's a new Law and Order.
Goodbye.
But yeah, why don't you give the readers or the listeners, whatever, people might have the captions on YouTube.
That's what I do.
Yeah, this is episode 11 from season 5 of Deep Space Nine, and it's called The Darkness and the Light.
May I ask one question about this season?
Absolutely.
I think from what I understand, it gets better in season 5, it being DS9. Like, is that when Worf, Miles, like, is that
well,
when
Miles is on the whole series from episode 1, Miles O'Brien. I think it's the fans are going to hate me for this one. I don't know. Everyone's got their opinion. I don't know if it's season 5 or season 4 that Worf joins. Okay. But he's on the series at this point. Okay. And this is where the show takes the turn where it slowly becomes less standalone episodic, and you start to really get more of the big story of like the Dominion War. That's when you see more with the Cardassians, and you start pulling in like Casey Biggs's character comes into the show more. Definitely the last seasons. Hear me out. Casey Biggs's character, and there's a bunch of different because it's all of the bad guys from the other side of the wormhole, right? Because that's the premise of Deep Space Nine, is that it's a space station set up right by where this massive wormhole's opened up. That's actually a stable, like possibly lasting forever wormhole, and on the other end is a area of space that no one's ever been in touch with. So naturally, it's going to have their own good guys, bad guys, and the Cardassians, being the bad guys on this side, kind of start befriending some of the bad guys on that side. It's such a good show, but you just gotta get to it. It's kind of like Voyager.
Yeah, and I loved Voyager, and the way you're describing this kind of makes it feel like it is the missing piece, because I've seen everything else, and I don't really know a lot about the politics and the Dominion War, even though we talked about it in Picard. It's okay, well, all right. And I recognize all the characters. I'm sorry, was Kira also in TNG, or was she just always in? No, really? Okay.
Yeah. But they originally thought about, instead of casting Nana Visitor as Kira, there was talks about having Michelle Forbes' character of Ro be the Bajoran. I think there was talks about that, but they decided to go this route
with Kira.
Yeah. And Quark is great. Quark and Odo, the two of them are like Abbott and Costello in space. They're like
Neelix and the other one.
Oh my God. They hate each other, but they secretly love each other. You know what I mean? Like they just, Quark just pisses them off daily. And he's just, it's such a good, those two are so good together. Those are the best characters in the show for sure. And then you have Dax and Worf, and they get married. So yeah. It's okay. Now I think I might need to do a rewatch, maybe starting at season 4 or season 5 or something like that. No offense to the first seasons. I've seen the first seasons multiple times. I watched the show when it first aired and I loved it. Dr. Bashir. I had such a crush on Dr. Bashir when I was young.
Big time.
Adorable.
Time. Yeah.
Anyway, why don't you tell us about the episode? Give us a little rundown.
Sure. Okay. And I look forward to one day watching this. Kira's having a peaceful day on Deep Space Nine. If your definition of peaceful includes being very pregnant, perpetually annoyed, and about one passive-aggressive... Hey, Jack. And about one passive-aggressive eyebrow twitch away from committing aggravated assault. The usual. Her bliss is interrupted when members of her old Bajoran resistance cell start turning up dead in increasingly epic ways. Someone's clearly got a vendetta, and judging by the subtle "you're next" subspace messages, they're also a fan of ominous flair. I'd say this was cute, but having not seen DS9, I don't know if he's in it. Also, he has more class than this. So. While Odo, Cisco, and the gang try to investigate, Kira's patience wears thinner than a Ferengi excuse for an unpaid bar tab. The murders keep coming, and the killer clearly knows exactly how to get under her skin, just like anyone talking to me while I'm in my luteal phase, which is now, but I feel okay. But actually, I'll tell you later. Eventually, the whole thing boils. The whole thing boils down to a face-to-face showdown with Celerin, a very badly burned Cardassian who's been rehearsing his "you were the real villain all along" speech in the mirror for years. He tells Kira that she's the murderer. She tells him he's a hypocrite, and frankly, they both have a point, but only one of them brought a phaser. Ooh. Kira wins, of course, because this is still her show, and Celerin's big plan of abduct a heavily pregnant former freedom fighter goes exactly as badly as you'd expect. She shoots him, rescues herself, as she does, and presumably goes back to DS9 to continue glaring at anyone who suggests she take it easy.
Oh my God. I think another part of what I love about Deep Space Nine, but what I want to do as a rewatch, the show hits different as an adult than it does when you're young. Like this came out when I was 12, 13. So I gravitated towards Jadzia because she's so pretty and like blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I was like, Kira's intimidating. Now I'm like, she's a fucking badass. And I really want to, like, when I watched the show all the way through for the one and only time I have, that's where I had like the real appreciation for like the badass, like fucking woman getting shit done, and her whole demeanor is fantastic. And then you start to really appreciate the banter between other characters. And yeah, it's a show that's, I think, much more appreciated for a more mature audience, personally.
Maybe that's why I didn't watch it to begin with, because I was like, I don't get it. It's like they're talking about what does the politics mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also, you know, as a kid, the TNG was the shit. Like that was the show. And to suddenly go so drastically different where you're having a space station.
Why like, so just serious?
There, like there's no flying around. Exploring. It's so different. Yeah. And it's such a different cast.
Do they even have a holodeck?
They have holo suites at Quarks, which are more adult themed. But you can use them for like normal stuff. But it's definitely more of a suggestive, like, I've got a date in the holo suite, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
I like it. Mm-hmm. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the first episode has a crossover with TNG folks and stuff, just like Voyager. When Voyager's first episode is Deep Space Nine, and Carrie Kim is convinced to buy something from Quark or whatever. So good.
Hilarious.
I was warned about Ferengi in the Academy, and he's all like mad. How dare Starfleet say that about Ferengi? How much? I'll buy. So adorable. I love that. Some of my thoughts on this was this episode, when I did the parts I did watch, has such good banter between Jadzia and Worf. I'm assuming it's early on in their kind of like friendship, not the relationship part yet, but they're talking about Jadzia's got gambling debts at Quarks, I guess. And this was when Worf reminds her of rule of acquisition number 111, treat people in your debt like family, exploit them. Guys, why are you barking? Shut up. I'm having my moment here. Kira, pregnant with Miles's baby. Jealous. Hello.
It's Miles's baby?
Yes, but it's not what you think, but kind of is. No, she's a surrogate for him and Keiko.
Oh,
but from what I remember, there's some moments where they kind of have like he's like making sure she's being taken care of, and it's a man who's looking at a lady who's got his baby. There's I need to do a rewatch. There's a character that's I don't know if it's one of the people that gets murdered in the episode or is being hunted, that's a friend of Kira's, but their job is cleaning floors in a Cardassian records office. And I'm like, great job. Except I actually work in the records office, not cleaning the floors. But I was like, hey, if I was in Deep Space Nine, that's probably what I would have done with the Cardassians.
That's where you would work. That's where you'd be working.
then there's a scene where Kira goes to lie down and she's like, because she's tired and stuff, and like a Bajoran, like a security guard from the ship is kind of like keeping an eye on her, making sure she's safe. And when they walk into her quarters, she kind of says to the guy, like, go help yourself to the replicator and get whatever you want. And I just picture him going, ham, hot, gravy to drink, and more ham. Like the video you sent me, that just
I fucking love that guy.
I am
and more ham.
And more
I want to see
ham.
it again.
Birthday cake, cold. And one of the characters that's Kira's friend is played by Piney from Sons of Anarchy, William Lucking.
Running through this world.
Nice. And
another lifetime ago.
Totally, right? And there's only like one goof that I could really kind of find, which is Cisco's badge kind of kept going up and down from above the gray to below the gray on the uniform. Thanks, Internet Movie Database. And apparently another comment on Internet Movie Database was that apparently assault is legal in Deep Space Nine because Kira's assaulting people left, right, and center and never really gets in trouble for it. So I thought that was kind of a good catch, or, you know, just a good point.
Fair enough. The continuity errors around costuming is like one of my biggest things that pulls me out, because I think I'm often not paying attention to the bigger picture, and I'm like looking at stuff in the set, or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It ruins it for me, but
totally. We are going to be out of time in 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Do we want to take this time to log out, and then we can log back in under yours? You want to send me a meeting request and we'll keep on
perfect.
On?
Yeah. Also, I got a piece, so like wait 30 seconds.
I'd love to do the same thing too.
Bio break.
This is what people come here for.
Apparently. Okay.
All right. Let's go on some true crime tangents here. Do you want to start us off with the first case, or do you want me to start? Do you have a preference?
I want to just, I am primed for mine.
Let's do it.
So I'm going to go.
Please.
Yeah. Okay. So the primary real world parallel case, we're going to go into the past a bit. Operation Wrath of God. So what happened? In 1972, during the Munich Olympics in Germany, a Palestinian group called Black September attacked the Israeli Olympic team. So they killed 2 athletes, and then they took 9 more hostage, and they demanded the release of Palestinian prisoners. Seems like these guys have been having an issue for a while. The situation ended tragically when German police tried to rescue the hostages, but the operation failed. All 9 hostages were killed, along with 5 attackers and a German policeman. After this, Israel launched a secret operation called Wrath of God. Its goal was to track down and kill people responsible for planning and carrying out the attack. Over several years, Israeli intelligence agency Mossad, I now know this is an agency and not a person as of this morning. I'm like, oh shit. Well, everyone's like, oh, Mossad. I'm like, man, this guy's been around forever. When will he die? Yes, how old is he? So Mossad hunted members of Black September and their supporters across Europe and the Middle East. They worked in groups. Some gathered intelligence, others carried out the attacks, and their main methods included undercover surveillance. So agents tracked targets across Europe and the Middle East, sometimes living in the same cities for weeks or months. Long game. Assassinations, they used silenced pistols, letter bombs, and remote-controlled explosives.
Yeah.
They also relied on networks that involved fake passports and secret safe houses to move quickly and stay hidden. But then there was a mistake. And so they accidentally killed a fucking waiter in Norway, thinking that it was someone from Black September. And I'm assuming this was in Lillehammer because they call it the Lillehammer Affair in 1973. So they stopped. Mossad was like, guess we did something bad.
Jesus.
I know, not good. Also, Lillehammer, great show. Great show. Yes, dude, I think you would like it. Parallels to DS9. Methodical elimination of specific individuals linked to a past violent act. Moral ambiguity. Targets were often in civilian life years later. The Lillehammer affair, where an innocent man was killed in a case of mistaken identity. And then it raises questions about proportionality and due process with unintended victims mirroring Kira's grappling with her past.
Oh my gosh, 100%.
Also, I'm gonna lower my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Was there another case that went with this one? I mean, they can't exactly be the same because
no, totally. I mean, this one is it's a story called the Mad Bomber case. George Metsky, I think is how you say his last name. Yeah,
this know that name.
Do you? Yeah, it's got some parallels to DS9 in the sense that it's kind of touching on like revenge motivation for perceived past wrongs, that pre-crime psychological warfare, like through direct or personalized communications, and like the long campaign that forces like the hunted, which is like in this case Kira, to look over their shoulders constantly, right? So this was during 1940 to 1956. George planted 33 bombs in New York City, targeting public places and companies he blamed for his workplace injury. He would send taunting letters to police and newspapers, signing them FP, which stood for fair play. And this is one of the most famous criminal investigations in U.S. history. So he was a former Con Edison employee in New York City. After he got injured at work in like the 30s, he felt the company treated him unfairly when they refused him disability benefits, which obviously left him angry and resentful for years. And he couldn't get over it because, men.
And can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't just have a conversation about it.
Just, gotta be just hold your emotions in until you decide to blow up people. Like, classic. Toxic masculinity strikes again. Between 1940 and 56, he planted more than 30 small bombs around New York City. He put them in public places like in theaters, subway stations, and libraries. Luckily, most of the bombs didn't kill anyone, but they did injure several people and caused, obviously, a lot of fear. He was caught. The police were stumped for years. Classic. Eventually, they asked a psychiatrist, Dr. James Brussel, to create one of the first criminal profiles, a psychological guess of what the bomber was like. And the profile turned out to be very accurate, describing him as a middle-aged, unmarried man living with relatives and having a grievance against Con Edison. That sounds like a familiar profile. Oh, a lonely white old man, middle-aged, like just living at home in his mom's basement. Christ.
And having a grievance against someone.
I'm mad. I didn't get what I want. Yep. So this profile helped the police narrow down suspects, and they arrested Metsky in 1957. And when they found him, he full-on admitted to planting the bombs. So interesting case. It's like, again, first time we have like real criminal profiling that's been used and it was successful. And it's a clear, someone's angry about something that happened and they're just going after people for years. And as a result, obviously people who worked in this place with him must have been like constantly looking over their shoulder thinking, is he going to plant a bomb at work? Is he going to target me and my family and our car? Like I can only imagine for that many years.
Totally.
Anybody that was maybe his superior or a coworker must have been just like fucking not happy. So those are the two cases that we have today, folks. Did that one sound familiar after you said you recognized the name?
I know the name and I know like the Mad Bomber, but I didn't know like the details. And I mean, the fact that this happened back in like the 40s and 50s is just, things have been a nightmare for a while, I guess. I don't know.
Well, and what pisses me off about this one is like when it talks about like, oh, he was just really mad, so we had to take everyone out. Like there's been a couple of shootings that have happened lately in the States. I mean, there's one almost every day at this point, and it's the same story, and it just goes to shine a light on how the system, and this isn't an American thing, this is a world thing, is the system's failing men with mental health support. Because there's still a strong rhetoric of it's boys don't cry, lock it up, you have to be strong, yada yada. And with the world of shitty message boards and 4chan and 5chan and 69chan or wherever these guys go, they pump each other up in that they are the victims of everything and they deserve to be angry and to do stupid things. And then if it's not that, it's the we don't give a shit about what women say because they're just being dramatic. Like watching that show Blackbird I was talking about with the true crime thing. Like there's a scene where like as the watcher, you know that the serial killer is the serial killer because you're going in that he's in jail. He's obviously a bad guy. We're looking, but like there's a scene where like the cop was like, yeah, these two girls said that this guy drove by in a van that matches the description of where that dead body was, and he yelled at them like nice boobies, and they were just being really dramatic. You know how girls are. Like he's fine. Like he's harmless, and it's just like how many times has this story been told to women of like you're overreacting. We can't do anything unless they physically hurt you. Like fuck off. Like
totally.
not only are we scared of half the male population, but the other half doesn't want to listen to what we have to say.
Yeah,
and that we're
true.
overreacting.
Like part of me was like joking about the taser thing, and the other like saying that tasers were in the mail for our bomber jackets and stuff. The other part of me is like, do I fucking have to walk around with one of these now? Like,
is it even appropriate for us to call them bomber jackets? Given what we just talked about?
It's relevant to the case.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Good grief. And also like what sucks is that like this kind of discourse is hard to have because it sounds like we fucking hate men, and that's not true.
No.
We just hate most of them.
I hate most women too. I mean, it's
oh
like
man,
game.
Some of you bitches are very dumb. Yes, it's true.
Yeah, no, but I found a cool new podcast on. I think it's the same network that does a lot of the most popular ones, like Crime Junkies or whatever. But it's called
like
Incels. Yeah, and it's really talking about the situation of what it is and these people and the just the horrible things you see online that they say and do. And now with AI and AI generated videos, there's videos of like, oh, like you can watch a woman getting shot in the face as she begs for her life, and the fucking weird sketchy AI porn that comes out now that's all just so degrading and gross.
Yeah.
And like, ugh.
It's just happening.
Messy.
It's also the AI stuff. I saw something online about a new AI actress that they Hollywood has like signed or whatever.
Well, like, for a movie that's going to be all AI generated. I know I saw actors tweeting like "fuck off" already. Like just so
what? Like we don't want to. Who wants to see that?
Well, it's like also, books on Amazon now you can buy that are like just written by AI, but people are going to say I wrote it. It's crazy.
It's happening so quietly. Like this is big.
This is life shifting. It's like the World Wide Web becoming a thing. I mean, this is the next level of that major shift.
Yeah. And it just feels like, oh, this is so cool. Like, I wonder what else we can do. Like yesterday I was just like surfing the YouTube, and someone was like, here's some tips and tricks about ChatGPT. And I was curious because I was like, all right, tell me. And the tips and tricks were upload pictures of yourself, upload all of your documents, upload all the stuff about yourself so it can help you arrange your life. And I'm like, absolutely fucking not. Are you kidding?
Actually, it's interesting you bring that up because I was listening to another podcast. I'm on picket lines, people. I'm walking a lot, so I'm listening to some podcasts. And there's one, it's called DOAC, Diary of a something. It's a British guy that does it. It's really good. And he'll do everything from like health and wellness but he had two former CIA agents on that are a married couple. And they were talking a little bit about how they did like cases together and how they're like, we're ready to leave the US and yada, yada. And like they wrote a book and the CIA knew they were going to be on the show but one of the things they said was like, yeah, there's no such thing as privacy. But if you're not doing anything fucking dumb, like if you're cheating on your spouse and sending texts and stuff, like you're fine. Like no one's paying that much attention. We're looking for the people who are planting bombs and trying to bring over people to help with terrorist attack. Like, but there is the ability that there's no privacy. Like your shit's everywhere at some point, or they can have access to it if they want to. And it's like, yeah, like
totally.
If you have nothing to hide, then what's the problem? Like, it is what it is. Like, there's nothing I can do at this point now to scrub myself off the internet or my face. I've taken pictures of myself at parties and people tag in photos and I try to keep it as private as possible. But it's like, I got nothing to hide either. You want to see multiple pictures of my dogs? By all means, hack my phone. Like it's going to be pictures of food, plants.
Yes, me too.
And the stupid shit that I buy and then I send photos of it to you to be like, look at the bomber jacket we did.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway. So I have a new little segment I added on, and I want you to pick one between true crime or Star Trek. Pick one.
Ooh, true crime.
Okay. I have updates And I got updates of local stuff happening from the Vic PD community bulletins. So we can get a couple little updates on what's happening in crime locally. And then I got some updates within the Star Trek world.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
All right. Do you want me to start with some Star Trek updates and then you can read through some of the police updates?
Sure.
All right. So I went to, what did I do? I went to treknews.net, and on September 8th, they were announcing Scouts. The first 2 episodes are now available. It's a brand new original animated series aimed at preschool viewers, and this was announced on celebration of Star Trek Day, and the first 2 episodes are available. The 20-episode series follows the adventures of JR, Rue, and Sprocket, and marks Paramount's first attempt to aim a Star Trek show at the youngest generation. This short-form series will have a runtime of 3 to 4 minutes each. The first 2 episodes are available on Nickelodeon's Blaze and the Monster Machines YouTube channel. Cute. Let's get them young, people.
Get them in.
Also, on that same website, there was some updates about Star Trek Voyager, Across the Unknown, a new story-driven survival game coming to consoles and PC. And Star Trek Infection, a new horror-themed VR game, has been announced.
Oh, God.
Ooh. And on StarTrek.com, Star Trek will kick off the year-long celebration of their 60th anniversary on January 1st with a customized float at the Rose Parade, the annual New Year's Day tradition in Pasadena, California. Star Trek's innovative float design will reflect values of hope, inclusivity, exploration, and unity, and will spotlight the upcoming new series, Star Trek Starfleet Academy, while honoring 60 years of Trek. Also, to honor the 60th anniversary of Star Trek, Magic the Gathering is going to do a special tribute set. Wizard of the Coast made that announcement at the Magic Con in Atlanta. And lastly, the Star Trek universe returns to New York Comic Con 2025. Starfleet Academy to beam in to convention floor with immersive, interactive cadet training experience. So there's lots going on.
There is.
Sounds like there's different conventions and events, and with this being the upcoming big 60th anniversary, I bet there'll be a whole lot more. So we'll keep.
Agreed.
We might not do this segment every week or every episode, but I'll just keep my ears and eyes open for updates.
I like it.
What's going on in our town?
You want to know? We've got 3 updates here. First of all, there's a man who is missing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. The police are looking for the public's help to locate Trayshawn, a missing person who was last seen on Friday, September 12th, near the Esquimalt Plaza. Trayshawn is 28 years old, 6 feet, with a heavy build and short black hair. And they've been looking for him since September 22nd. I don't like it.
Nope.
I hope he's okay. Victoria Police Strike Force Unit seizes drugs, cash, and weapons in project targeting the 900 block of Balmoral Ave. Balmoral Road. Balmoral Ave is a whole, that's my, I don't know. I was going to riff, it didn't work. Of course, correct. Vic PD recently addressed community concerns about public safety in the 900 block of Balmoral Road. Community members had expressed concerns about street disorder, drug use, and a high number of overdoses in the area. This is Victoria, folks. If you just want to look outside, that's what's happening anywhere. As part of this work, Vic PD's Strike Force Unit, with the assistance of the Greater Victoria Emergency Response Team, or GVERT, executed a search warrant on the property. And when they were there during the search, they seized 200 grams of illegal drugs. 200 grams, that's not bad. $100,000 in cash, nice.
Whoa.
And various weapons. So good job, I guess.
I think I didn't become a police officer because that $100,000 cash would have not made its way to the evidence locker. Let me tell you right now, I would have taken that
There's no way that I wouldn't have pocketed at least some of it.
Yeah, I could use $20.
Cash.
Oh, I get
for
coffee.
Sure. Yeah, you might get change, maybe not. And then finally, there's a suspicious death.
Ooh.
The Vancouver Island Integrated Major Crime Unit, VIMQ. Not everything needs an acronym. Not everything needs an acronym, people. It's like Giuseppe. It's like, don't call it that. That's not a thing. It's investigating a suspicious death that took place on the 23rd of September. Okay. So is about like
Week ago.
1:30. Yeah, 1:30 in the afternoon. Vic PD responded to a call regarding an injured male at a residence on Armine Place. And when they got there, there was a 62-year-old man who was dead. And upon further investigation and preliminary examination of the scene, as one is wont to do, they revealed circumstances and evidence that suggested that this was a suspicious death. Yeah. And so they're looking into it. Early stages, no information to suggest a risk to the public.
It's a serial killer. I know it. I can feel it.
Could be. As investigators continue to determine the circumstances and nature of the man's death, they will be going over the general area in the coming days. And we don't know anything more at this time. That's interesting. Not a lot of people die here suspiciously.
But we do have a lot of cold case files. Like I know there's even podcasts or like the
Lindsay
Jessica, Lindsay, Emma Filipoff, the girl from Nanaimo with the dark hair that I can't remember. I listened to a podcast about her. Just women going missing. Ugh.
Anyway.
How can we perk this up? What's your plan for your day off? What do you have? I'm not having pizza for dinner. Surprise. I assumed I would because usually I do. But I think tonight I'm either going to make some ramen or maybe we'll just do some pork chops on the... I wanted to do pork chops on the barbecue and I want to get some Brussels sprouts and do like Brussels sprouts with prosciutto, like season. And I have green beans from my garden that I might steam up and do something with those.
We went to Dan's farm, which is like on Oldfield Road. There's like a ton of farms and stuff. And Dan's farm is like one of our favorite places to get like really good root vegetables. And they have nice bread that they sell there. So we went there and got a bunch of like beets and carrots and other sort of like rooty things that I want to like, I think I feel like making some sort of roasted vegetable. And now I want Brussels sprouts as well. Kind of thing with like some sort of gravy perhaps. Or sauce, and then protein, and more ham. God damn, that guy is funny. Go to the store. That guy's funny. He's pretty good.
I'm gonna watch some more stuff.
I'm gonna watch that like replicator thing after this. But yeah, otherwise I have no plans. I want to do a little bit more fall decorating. I've got a large pine cone and some small pumpkins going on, but I want more and I want candles.
Yeah.
So maybe home scents, maybe not. All right, cool. Well, enjoy your replicated pork. I'll enjoy my beets. And
I like it. And when we come back in 2 weeks, we're going to be doing a Voyager episode. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that special?
I have 2 sayings that I want to incorporate into this podcast. Port is in session.
Port. It's a thing now.
It is. Also, like, it was literally a Jeopardy category, and I could not pay attention to the Jeopardy show because I was like, do not forget that we need to use this in the podcast. And then the other thing I already forget. Port is in session. Another funny thing to say. Oh, well. I'll remember another time. No, I really don't remember. What were we talking about just before this? Port is in session, and the other one is...
I don't know, but you had...
The next crime.
Oh!
I just thought of that now.
Ching! Look at you. Quick as a rabbit. Oh my God, the dogs. They've been a little jumpy because we have apparently underneath our shed some rabbits living there when we saw them. And then there was a cat and we're like, oh, great. No, there's no deer. It's just cats and rabbits. And ain't no unicorn.
Ayo.
Okay, my stomach is growling. It is time for me to end my fast and I will eat.
Sweet.
All right.
Enjoy.
I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Okay,
we'll
you
soon,
too.
Please.
Yeah. Yes, always. Good luck with your picketing tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll text you.
Gravy. Hot. To drink.
Earl Grey.
And more ham.
Hot. 7 tiramisu's.
7 pounds Parmesan cheese shredded. Like, it's so true.
It's so good. I would just totally bust a replicator within the first couple of hours. I'd want everything.
Yeah.
But just like tasting samples.
Exactly. Tasting menu. French kitchen. Full. I can't. It's so good. All right.
Bye.
Love ya. Bye.
Well, folks, that's it. Case closed, mystery solved, and we're filing this one under S for Starfleet.
A big thanks to Bill and Dan for giving us a space on the Trek Geeks Podcast Network. Be sure to check out the other amazing shows on the network like Sci-Fi Sisters, the Big Sci-Fi Podcast, or even those terrible old episodes of Rewind. Don't say we didn't warn you. Head over to trekgeeks.com. You'll find links to all of our social media there. And if you're feeling really generous, consider joining Patreon to support the Trek Geeks Network. Subscriptions start at just $3 a month. Huge thanks to our friends at Fansets for their support. Stay tuned. We'll have another episode coming at you real soon.
Also, we'd love to hear from you. So leave us a voicemail on the Trek Geeks website.
Do it.
We'll never forget it. It's our
Do
favorite
it.
thing. And yes, we still have a Twitter account because apparently it's 2017 forever. And you can find us there at SPCR Continuum, which is basically like Space Crime Continuum, but I couldn't fit it all in the title, okay?
That's Continuum with 2 U's, y'all.
Yes, it is. And with that, as I like to say, we'll boldly go. You know the rest.
That's good.
Space Crime Continuum is a production of Trek Geeks, executive producers Bill Smith and Dan Davidson. For more great Star Trek podcasts, discover the other shows of Trek Geeks available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or on trekgeeks.com.